Welcome to Coffee, Calm and Connection Bite Size, where we deliver key takeaways from our full interviews on current topics from mental health experts.
Can you give me some sort of tangible examples, like I have a headache, therefore I do this? You know, what sort of essential oils do you use for what sort of ailments?
Yeah, so personally for myself, I used to suffer with ocular migraine, so I would lose my vision. Being a mum of three, that's not really ideal because you don't really have a lot of time to go away and have that time in a dark room. So I use something called past tense. It is a blend, so that means that there's lots of different oils in there that they have researched and found their support tension. So it's in a roller bottle, so I would basically roll that down the back of my neck, across my forehead, massage it in, and then I would wait for it to do its thing. And within about, I'm going to say half an hour, I would feel the pain of that migraine lessening to the point that I could then carry on and do everything else. For my son, one of his first experiences, he is now 10, he had an oil from the kids collection. It's called Karma. We literally just gave it to him, told him and explained how to use it. We didn't say anything other than that. So he would use it on his hands, breathe it in, rub it over his chest or wherever he felt anxious. So he would feel sick. So we'd say, okay, rub it on your tummy as well. He'd rub it on his tummy, his chest, put it on his clothes before he went to school. And within a week, we noticed a difference. By 2 weeks, he noticed a difference. He's like, this has helped me feel calmer about going to school. This has helped me feel calmer going to new places. So for us, using it and we see the difference and we feel those differences, it's just finding out that good, better, best. And I aim to try and get the best for kids going back to school. We all know when kids go back to school, they will pick up those lovely bugs that go around. We love them. So mine went back to school on the 8th of March, and my eldest was showing signs that he had a sore throat. His glands were swollen. It was quite red back there as well. And by the Monday, it was very red, and he was struggling with swallowing. It was very painful for him. So we gave him On Guard. So On Guard is our immune support blend. So we have them in beadlet form, which makes them very easy for kids to take them daily. So I said to him, right, take 4 of these. You have to pop them so that it can clear the bacteria, because when we get a sore throat, it's because there's a bacteria building up. And so I said, right, you're gonna have to pop them, clear the bacteria, do it every 3 hours. By the end of the day, his glands were gone down, the redness had reduced. And so we just carried on the Tuesday. By the end of Tuesday, it was gone completely. And so now he's actually back in school.
Do you know what? This is again a tangent, but there's a book series that I absolutely love, and it's my go-to books. And I think I don't know, 20 when I first read them, and I just read them all the time. And they are the Diana Gabaldon Outlander series. Highly recommend if you haven't read them before. It's essentially about a woman who goes back in time, but it's historical fiction, so it's all around Bonnie Prince Charlie, the Battle of Culloden, etc. But she's a nurse in her present day, and there's an awful lot in there about natural substances that you can use, you know, in the 1817 and 1800s, like willow bark tea for pain relief, and there's a lot of Eastern medicine that still has its foundations in natural substances, which is you know what we're talking about here. And I love it. I really love the idea that we could get back to the basics a little bit, back to ourselves, back to nature, and take some of the white noise away that we seem to live in all the time now. And I so sort of wider than the essential oils concept, this back to nature, back to basics, back to natural stuff, I think is really beneficial.